Hey everyone. A week ago I did a video about being in the ICU with pancreatitis, right? And I'm a little sick right now, so excuse my voice. Not to mention I don't edit these videos, so there's no script. I'm just doing it at the top of my head. My voice is going to crack so bad in this video. Anyways, I was released about 4 days ago and I've been recovering. And it is not fun having pancreatitis. The worst thing about it is, they say once an addict, always an addict, right? And I was only an addict for 6 months on painkillers before I went to, and I was addicted because I was overprescribed, right? And then I was put on to methadone for 5 years. But it doesn't matter. I still have an addictive personality and I'm still addicted to that feeling. So it applies to me. The hardest thing about going through addiction is when you go to the hospital and you really have to get a lot of pain medication. It's pretty tough. I will say I did great. But they were loading me up with so much pain medication because I needed it. I mean, I was a 9 out of 10 with pain, almost screaming. And I had IV Dilaudid and Percocet and non-Tylenol oxycodone. So 3 different pain medications. And it only took me down to about a 4 out of 10. Doctors they have a limit on what they can give you and stuff like that. Anyways, they let me go and they gave me a couple days worth of pain medication and I did well with that. But it's just, it's really tough being away from that because now I'm starting to go through the withdrawal of that medication and it kind of sucks. Now, there's always Kratom, and I could always pick some up and stuff like that, but that's what I want to kind of talk about was my experience at the hospital. So, for one, I'm in Southern Oregon, and I went to a hospital near Medford. It's in Grants Pass. So it's way down at the bottom of Oregon. I'm not very close to Portland at all. It's like 3 hours south of Portland. No, actually, the hospital is at 4 hours south of Portland. I live 3 hours south of Portland. And anyways, they talk about this virus and stuff like that, how it's overwhelming hospitals and all that. I went in at 9 p.m. on a Wednesday, and there wasn't a soul in sight. I went into the ER, and there was maybe 2 people there at the ER. And I got in within like 5 minutes, and within 2 hours I was admitted because it was really that bad. I mean, my triglycerides are supposed to be around 100, and mine were 3,600. So it was pretty bad, right? But I asked the nurse when I was in the ICU, what's going on with the virus, and she's like, we haven't really had anybody in the ICU and all that stuff. And she said it hasn't been a problem for like 6 months, which is interesting. But anyways, the ICU is a strange experience. I thought of it as like this crazy, how you see it in the movies. It's like this glass. You're separated from your family by this glass, and all these nurses are around you all the time and stuff. It was just like a regular room. The only reason why I had to go to the ICU was because I had to be on an insulin drip, and insulin drips require nurses to check on you every 30 minutes, and I had to get a finger stick every hour. And that got old really fast. Not to mention I had to have 2 IVs, one in each arm. So it was, by the end of the 4th day, I mean, I'm fine just chilling anywhere, but by the end of the 4th day, I was ready to go. Anyways, I'm home now, and now that I'm feeling somewhat better, I'm still sick. Once I get over this sickness, I want to do a couple things with this channel. Now, like I said, I was on Parler for 2 months, and I accumulated like 40,000 followers, right? And it was going fast, but now I can't log on. I think my account was deleted. I can't even get on because they're not doing new subscribers. And I think I'm taking that as a sign that maybe I shouldn't be on there. You know, politics is it's just getting too much. You know, I'll cover politics a little bit while in this channel if there's a call for it or if there's a need for it. But what I really want to do is talk about the Word, talk about recovery, and my life. I mean, I've never been a vlogger. I think that's what it's called, a video blogger, right? I've never been one of those, but I mean, I think it might help everything that I'm going through. Now, let's see. I've been off methadone for July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So 8 plus 12. So yeah, 20 and a half months, right? So 4 more months, it'll be 2 years off of methadone. And you can see all the videos on my channel about going through that and what I use to help myself. But anyways, yeah, I've been going through a lot, and at this point, I don't know what to say, but I think I'm gonna do more of this. And once I wanted to start doing Bible study, but then I started getting the pancreatitis again, and that kind of stopped it. But I want to start doing that, and I'm not seminary trained or anything like that, but I have been studying the Word for about 7 years, and I found God myself. I kind of had to crawl my way into the religion is the way I see it, because I wasn't raised on it. I was a militant atheist, and I had to find my way to God. And incidentally, I found my way to Him by trying to prove He didn't exist, right? And so anyways, I have a different perspective on what it means to follow Him. My voice is already cracking. It's crazy. Plus, when I got out of the, I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but when I got out of the hospital, my whole body was swollen. I mean, I was retaining a lot of water. And then when I get out, you know, I have some really defined calves, but when I got out, it was just so swollen. And then 3-4 days later, now I can see my calves again. So it's weird. I don't know. Every time I go to the hospital, it does that. I don't know about any of you, but I want to take this YouTube thing a little bit more seriously. And I don't necessarily need to do it for money. But it's kind of a way of sharing my experience, I guess. And there's a lot of things that I've gone through in life. I mean, I've held down almost every type of job in the world. I'm 34 years old. I've been married 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. First one I was in the military, and that, I guess you can imagine how that worked out, what happened. Especially when I went to Iraq. And then the second one chose her daddy's money over me. But the one I'm married to now, she's amazing. And the reason why I came down here was her. And we've been together almost 2 years now. So it's going great. But anyways, that's all I have to say for today. I mean, I'm going to formulate and figure out if I want to do like all YouTubers do, which is like write a script and all that. I don't have a mic and I only have my phone as a camera, but anyways, oh yeah, and if you're on Parler, let me know if my account is even there, VeteranRedBeard. If not, I might, when they start allowing new signups, I might do it again. But for now, Gabin, what's that called? Mines. It hasn't been really good. I don't like the platforms really well. So, anyways, that's all I have for now. I'll talk to you later.